Move on for now. We're talking about the boil water order. It's still in effect for Fox Crossing residents east of the Fox River, City of Menasha residents on Fox Crossing water, and some Appleton residents served by that same utility. People staying in shelters also asked to keep conserving that water. The water pressure is still very low. The curfew also remains in place tonight from 10 at night to 5 in the morning in both Fox Crossing and Menasha. Police are enforcing this. We've seen it at work. You have to be, escorted into those areas. Everyone urged to shelter in place, avoid driving into Menasha unless it's absolutely necessary, as we mentioned off the top of this newscast, unless you have to be there for a reason. Emergency crews need to get that work done. The shelters are open at Christ the Rock Community Church in Menasha for those overnight stays, the Elks Lodge until 8 p.m. and Calvary Bible Church in Neenah from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. They have charging stations and donations available for you, but only service animals are allowed inside. Multiple local businesses, food trucks, community groups, they're providing free food, water, Wi-Fi, cooling spaces. We do have a list of those at WBAY.com/tornado.